Deportation destroys a family as a whole. And it literally destroys everything. Destroys the bond, the bond that the family has. And then every day you're missing that person. And it's like the person died. But they're not really dead. They're just in another country. But you can't see them.
For years, deportation from the United States has destroyed families all over the world. Sophomore Jason Roman has felt the effects of deportation firsthand, as his father was deported when he was 8 years old.
I haven't seen him. It's been a while. I haven't seen him. You know, it really affects me because I don't have a father figure in my life, and I don't understand why he can't stay if I'm naturally born here. You know. I was born here. My other brothers and sisters were born here as well. I mean, you can't just take a father and just leave a mother to herself with her kids because it affects us deeply, you know.
People are here just to make a living and to have a better way of life. Many people have left for many different reasons. Most of the time they leave as refugees and they're brought here to the United States to keep them from being murdered in some cases.
My parents originally came from Mexico, and in Mexico there's not really no job unless you go to the cities, which is the cities are really packed and it's really hard to get a job. You know, nowadays you need a degree, and especially in America you need a degree for most jobs, but in Mexico it's limited. You don't really have that much job opportunities. And I was very happy that he came down to my graduation because, you know, it's the first time seeing him in a while, and it's been years that I've seen him. But I'm very grateful that he came out. You know, that was the happiest day of my life. You know, seeing him, and then him coming out to my graduation, and then him crying because I graduated, and then going to college because I am going to be the first generation to go to college. And, you know, it just makes him proud because he suffered a lot, you know, crossing the border. Crossing the border is not easy.
It's very hard for someone coming here, especially someone older, to learn the English language. And even for us to learn other languages, you know, it's just a hard thing to do. And I think that's one of the things. And I think assimilation. And I also think the prejudice that goes along with it. Because even though we think we've come a long way today, there is still a lot of prejudice toward different cultures and different, you know, nationalities that come here to the United States.
According to ncjustice.org, the United States has spent around $18 billion in deportation.
Honestly, that money should be going into education and for communities, for minority communities, because they have a higher risk of recidivism. And, you know, recidivism is about people going back to jail and all that. You know, they have a higher rate, so why not help minority communities instead of deporting immigrants back to where they came from?
I think if they came here as young children and they don't know anything different than this country, and they haven't committed any crimes and they haven't done anything wrong, I think that there should be some kind of way to come up with paperwork to let them stay here and become citizens of the United States.
They're not doing anything bad. They're not harming the community, so why don't they let them stay? I mean, yes, there are some immigrants that are harming the community, you know, such as gangs related and all that. Those people should be deported. Those are the ones that should be deported, not the ones that are making a difference in the community because they still pay taxes.
According to a study done by the Institute on Taxation and Economy Policy, undocumented immigrants paid around $11.6 billion a year in state and local taxes.
I mean, I think we're losing out. Just think of all the things that have been brought here from immigrants. You know, food and different dances and all that kind of stuff. What would we be without all that stuff?